Trigger warning. This video is about Java and authentication and Docker compose files and things like that. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, but they're part of life and they're actually not that hard to work with. This is all open source, available on our GitHub repo. I've got a little demo app here. It will log in and call a couple APIs. So let me run that test script. No sweat. That's nice. I might want to get a little more visibility into what these calls do. So we've got a free tool called proxymock. You can run a recorder. You just have to tell it what port your app is listening on. And then when you run your client, tell your client to call port 4143. So we've put that port in front. And now we've got a recording of a couple of different files here. So these are markdown files. Sometimes if you use AI coding tools, they like to read those. If you want to read them as a human, we have a web interface. So proxymock web will show you these calls. There's a login call, and those are the 3 user calls. Actually, each one of these, you can see the request, the response, the headers, if you are interested in viewing that kind of thing. So what I actually want to do here is take this and replay this traffic. So I'm going to run it right against my local host here, run the replay. And this is a simple way to start building up some test automation around your code, except you might notice this didn't work right. So the first call worked, but these other calls did not. We got the dreaded authentication 403 error. And if you've ever tried to diagnose these errors, you look in the response, there's nothing in there. And the headers, they don't tell you what's going on. The information is here. You're not allowed to see that data. And the reason why is we were using the old token. So if you want to fix that, you come in here and review the recommendations. And there's actually a recommendation that will identify you've got an OAuth handshake here. You've got an access token. It's highlighted. So accept that recommendation. And there's other recommendations too. Hey, there's an email in your traffic. I like that email. So don't change that. Now I'm going to run the replay again. Let me close this toolbar. So I'm going to run the replay one more time. And this time I'm going to get 100% match rate. Everything worked because that recommendation came in and it made sure that the token that was used in the first call, the token that the app sends in the first call, is used in all the rest of the calls. And if you're curious, that gets saved in what's called a blueprint. You can come in here and see the blueprint. You can see that it goes, the way it works, it goes into the response body of that particular endpoint, the login endpoint. It does a JSON path, grabs that access token, and then runs a smart replace. So there's a whole library of these things if you want to do more with it, but the recommendations is a quick and dirty way to get up and running with this. And there's a lot more that you can do with the data. If you've got questions for us, feel free to reach out on proxymock.io.